Hey bub, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Welcome back to the X-Centric Collector channel. I'm Talent, the X-Centric Collector, and today we're going to be covering Kazar from the Zabu BAF wave. Let's get into it.
Cerebro online.
Cerebro, pull up file Kazar Zabu BAF wave 2024.
Accessing file. Kazar Zabu Build-A-Figure Wave 2024. Retail price $24.99. Aftermarket price high $29.95. Low $24. Accessories: alternate hands, spear and knife, right arm Zabu Build-A-Figure piece.
This is another figure that was in desperate need of an update. Of course he was included with this wave. It is a Zabu BAF wave after all. Another figure coming in windowed packaging with beautiful artwork on the sides and back. There is a blurb that reads, "In a lost world full of prehistoric dinosaurs, Kazar performs heroics as Lord of the Jungle alongside the saber-toothed Zabu." He came with a plethora of accessories. He has 3 sets of hands, a spear, a knife, and Zabu's right front leg. As of the release of this episode, you can still pick him up at retail price. Let's take a closer look at Kazar out of the package.
Here we are with the wild man himself, Kazar, protector of the savage land. This is a naked man, almost completely naked. You just got that loincloth and some boots. This is a great figure, but it is very simple, very simple. Just a man with a knife and a spear. And he came with 2 extra sets of hands, so he's got 6 hands total. So you had to pause there and do math. But yeah, he's traditional, well, not even traditional. He's got butterfly joints, which not all figures have. So you can get into a wide range of poses. And he is fresh, so it's hard to move, but he is completely pinless, so thank you very much. Appreciate the pinless action figures. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, like most of the modern figures, which we're gonna be coming to expect. They have spoiled us. And yeah, look at that ab crunch, way down, way back, the head way down, but the hair prevents him from looking up. But yeah, I mean, this is a nice figure. This is I've been wanting to do a Savage Land display, especially with all these. I used to collect Jurassic Park, so I had all these dinosaurs, and sometimes when I'm in the store and I check the toy aisles, I'll see these Jurassic Park figures, and you know, I get nostalgic for the old Jurassic Park stuff, and I would look at some of those dinosaurs and I'm like, you know, if I ever do a Savage Land display, I'm gonna end up getting some dinosaurs. Right now I have a T-Rex for him to fight, so this is gonna be a fun display. But yeah, basic half-naked guy, very muscular, very articulated. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. Me, Kazar. He's actually a doctor, so I think he was a doctor. Let's find out. Who is Kazar?
Kazar, first appearance, the X-Men number 10, 1965, created by Stan Lee, writer, Jack Kirby, artist.
Kazar's first appearance was way back in 1965 in the X-Men number 10. His real name is Kevin Plunder. Man, the names they used to pick back in the day. A little on the nose, don't you think? He was the eldest son of a British nobleman and scientist. His father, Lord Robert Plunder, was searching for an undiscovered element that he believed existed in nature, in a hidden jungle in Antarctica, that we've come to know as the Savage Land. He confirmed his theories by discovering the antimetal known as vibranium. Upon his discovery, he returned home to England to find that his wife had passed away in his absence. He had brought back a sizable sample of vibranium and fashioned a small fragment of it into a small metal medallion that could be used as a key to unleash its power. He then split the key into 2, giving each half to each of his sons. Kevin and Parnival as their inheritance. When word got out of Lord Plunder's discovery, criminals tried to force him into revealing where the vibranium came from. Fearing for his and his son's safety, he sent Parnival into hiding, and then he and Kevin sought refuge in the Savage Land. There they were being stalked by a barbaric group of man-apes, which killed Lord Plunder. And just as they were about to do the same to Kevin, he was saved by a large saber-toothed tiger named Zabu. Kevin immediately formed an empathetic bond with the cat. The young Kevin and Zabu fled to the Land of Mists, a region of the Savage Land the man-apes not dare set foot in. The boy was given the name Kazar, which means son of the tiger. There in the Land of Mists, Kazar grew into a man and became the protector of the Savage Land. Many years later, the X-Men traveled to the Savage Land believing Kazar to be a mutant. The X-Men were attacked by swamp men who got the drop on them, but Kazar witnessed the battle and came to their rescue. The X-Men came to find that he was not a mutant after all, but just a human at his peak ability. And speaking of his abilities, let's check out Kazar's powers and abilities.
Powers and abilities. Near superhuman strength and endurance. Ability to communicate with some animals. Skilled hunter, trapper, fisherman, forager, survival expert.
Kazar possesses near superhuman strength and endurance. Having spent his formative years growing up surviving in the Savage Land brought him to the peak of human physicality. He possesses the ability to communicate with some animals, which can be seen with his best friend Zabu. He is also a skilled hunter, trapper, fisher, and forager, which makes him a survival expert. He really doesn't have any powers per se, he's just a very skilled human being. Let's see where those abilities rank on the grid. Cerebro, please pull up the power grid.
Accessing power grid. Analyzing subject.
You can find these grids on marvel.fandom.com or on the backs of various Marvel trading cards. Our first category is Strength. He is at a 3, Athletic. He's a pretty strong guy, definitely stronger than your average human, but he is by no means superhuman. Next up is Intelligence. He's at a 2, Normal Human Intelligence. He has spent the majority of his life in the jungle, so he missed out on a formal education, but he has learned everything he needs to know to survive in the Savage Land. Next up is Speed, another 2, Normal Human Speed. If Kazar needs to travel faster through the jungle, he often hops on his buddy's back, and Zabu can get him to where he's going in no time flat. Our next category is Fighting Ability. He's at a 5. And again, with this weird ranking system they have for fighting ability, they have it as Mutant Fighting Ability, somewhere in between World Heavyweight Champ and Terminator, which makes him a ferocious combatant. His style of fighting is derived from what he has learned from Zabu and other predators in the Savage Land. If this guy participated in the UFC, he would be the champion for sure. Moving on to Durability, he's at a 2, Normal Human Durability. As I keep saying, he is just a human being, so his body is just as frail as you or I. Perhaps he'd be slightly more durable if he wore some more, protective armor or just basic clothing. Running around the jungle naked can be dangerous. Next up is Agility. He's at a 4, Peak Human Agility. He has a significantly higher level of agility than even Olympic athletes. The Savage Land has fashioned him to be one of the most agile humans around, and I'm sure that comes in handy when you're constantly dodging dinosaurs. And our final category is Energy Blast. He's at a 1. He has no energy projection whatsoever. Again, normal human. Looking at his overall stats, for being a human being, he still has some really impressive results. With his strength at a 3, his fighting ability at a 5, and agility at a 4, he is far from helpless. Not only can this man hold his own, but he has become the protector of one of the most dangerous places on Earth, the Savage Land. We did get to see Kazar in the original animated series, and it's my hope that the X-Men will travel back to the Savage Land in future seasons of 97. And speaking of 97, Cerebro, let him know.
Be sure to check out X-Men 97 Reactions with Talent. Don't forget to subscribe.
If you get a chance, please do check out my X-Men 97 reactions or any of the other reactions that I'm putting out. I'm trying to react to X-related shows and movies, and it's been a blast so far. And if you could, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Every click goes a long way to helping the channel grow, and I appreciate every one of you. That's all for today. I'm Talent the X-Centric Collector, reminding you, keep collecting, and until next time, Excelsior!